Before you do what you're supposed to do, I want you to take as long as you need to really look at how far you've come and appreciate everything that you've been through. Because you probably have made your mind up about where you're headed, where you want to go, who you want to be. That's amazing. But we can never ignore who we've been. That's not the point. I'm happy that you're growing. But you don't want to grow yourself in circles, so you need to keep a little bit of a peripheral on what you've been through, where you came from. Understand? So just know you're about to do something really incredible. Something people have been waiting for you to do. Something people didn't believe you could do. But at the end of that, you still have to be yourself. You're never going to be your accomplishments. You're never going to be your achievements. So don't let the rewards, don't let the recognition be the reason you're doing what you're doing. Don't let that change you. Don't let the approval of others sway you. Because it didn't get you this far. And if you rely on the opinion of others to fuel what you believe in, you won't believe in it for very long. The only reason other people believe in it is because you do. So don't dilute the source. Know that the source is all your struggle and all your trauma. No, we're not going to try to repeat that so that we can have something to talk about. Because we're not disrespectful. We understand what we've been through. It's not something we would wish on anybody. But if there's one thing that you can do with your story, it's prevent people from going through the same things. And if you can't prevent them, then you can at least help them find their way out. Not because you're actively trying to, but just because you exist in a state of being free from your problems, being free from your pain, being free from your struggles, being free from abuse, being free from negative thinking, negative self-talk, self-deprecating jokes. Like all those things, as much as we can enjoy them, if we really internalize them, it affects who we're able to be. You're probably doing what you're doing because you're tired of people trying to affect who you want to be. So go ahead and do it. Just, just make sure that you're not doing it to avoid pain. Just make sure you're not doing it to avoid trauma. Because just because you're doing it doesn't mean that those things, you're now exempt from those things. Nah, you think these things will still happen and nothing will change the fact that it's going to happen. So you have to be the thing. You have to be the one to know how you got to this point and how you're going to move forward from this point hereafter. I'm not the type of person that will do it alone. But I'm also not going to try to convince you that just because I'm by myself, that I'm not alone. Or you know what I mean. I'm not going to try to convince you that just because I'm by myself, that I'm alone. Like, I'm not alone, bro. Like, I would be a much different person if I were ever alone. I've never been alone. So just know when they hate on that smile, they hate on your ideas. They hate on them jokes. They hate on how you just like, somebody could do so much to destroy you, paint you in a bad light, like be close to you, like manipulate you, like take advantage of you, like, basically put a big old kick me sign on your back, right? Everybody could do that, but it doesn't mean anything. Because I still will carry who I am. I'm not carrying a kick me sign. I'm carrying who I am. I care about who I am. And motherfuckers that's trying to come against you probably don't care about who they are. They probably care about how other people think that they are and who other people think that they are. But they don't really care about themselves. Their biggest mistake was taking for granted how much you cared about them. So now, if you're anything like me, you probably don't care about anybody except a select few people, and then even then they take second place, third place even to your mind and your soul. So that just is what it is, and anybody that's around you that doesn't understand that, or isn't willing to accept that, or isn't willing to give you the space you need to be yourself, the silence you need to be yourself, whatever the case may be, they can't go. And it's that simple. And they're going to be mad that they can't go. But it's like, you probably believe that you were not supposed to go to begin with. And that's nothing that I could have ever done to change. So if you want to do anything to prevent me from getting where you think I'm supposed to be, it's probably not going to happen, because you couldn't even do it for yourself. You could not stop yourself from arriving at the version of yourself that you don't like, which is why you don't like yourself. You can't get yourself to arrive at the version of yourself that you do like, because you don't like yourself. So if there's anybody that is trying to do anything to me, when all I'm doing is showing you how much I like myself, showing myself how much I like myself, because it goes back and forth. It's literally it's like if I could have any loop happen in my life, any cycle happen in my life, I would just create a cycle with myself, because this shit is endless. I literally could just bounce back ideas over and over again. And I know niggas hate that they're not around me no more, for me to bounce ideas out and for them to shut that shit down. Now that I have nobody around me, the ideas just bounce off the fucking walls. I have hundreds upon hundreds of ideas every single day. I just need a little bit of time to put them together. You feel me? That's you. And it's not hard. But people will make it hard. So get them motherfuckers away from you. That's my advice. That's my only advice. Keep yourself close. Keep yourself real close. Keep your lessons close. Keep your darkest moments. Like, keep that shit in the tuck, so that you already know how to pull that shit back up and use it when you need to, so you don't get scammed, so you don't get taken advantage of, so you're not out here getting manipulated. That's all that shit is there for. It's not for you to carry it all day, all the time, everywhere you go. Like, we don't need to carry shit, bro. We already carrying everything. Already carrying the whole fucking world, bro. So, like, now that you recognize that you carry that shit, give it to God, bro, and live your life. Like, don't worry about shit else. Like, there's not even a way for me to explain to you, except for you to just understand that you already did everything you were supposed to do. By the time you get to this point, you did it all already, bro. That's why I need you to go back into what you did and what you've been through and be appreciative, bro. I need you to be grateful. I need you to really, I need you to start dick riding yourself, because you've been through some shit that nobody ever again in time will ever survive. Like, nobody's ever gonna go through the shit that you went through, that I went through. Like, nobody's ever dealing with that ever again. It's either gonna be way, way, way worse, or me and you gonna make it so that nobody has to really deal with no shit like that. That's all.